everybody. Happy Tuesday. It is Training Tuesday. I don't know about you guys, but I think next to Friday, Tuesday might be like my favorite day of the week. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's getting over the hump of a Monday, but it works for me. Hey, Courtney. All right. We are talking all about bag parties today. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 3 favorite ways to bag party. And keep in mind that a bag party, yes, it's great if it's in person because then you can give it to them, you can talk to the host, right, or whatever. But all of these things can be mailed. I'm going to show you what they look like in the bags that I keep them in, but just know they can come out of their little bags and they can go into what I usually use as like a priority mail envelope, which oddly enough, the one point in time that I don't happen to have one to show you. But I shared this with Brianna yesterday. She was asking about those because I usually use those when I mail because postage. I like these because the priority mailing products at the post office, anything that you can fit in, whether it's the box, whether it's the envelopes. I use the padded envelopes, just because, I don't know, it makes me feel better. But they have regular envelopes too. So again, whatever you can get to fit inside them. And I started doing that when I was doing my own personal mystery boxes and whiff boxes and things like that. And that's just kind of the way that I've continued to do it. So for the majority of you who have gotten like team mail or prizes and things like that, then if it's come from me, then normally that's how you see it coming from me, is in one of those mailers. And that's literally what goes from my bags into one of those and I ship it out. Point before we get into all of this, anything that I ship out like that, usually I try and send things that maybe I'm personally using. So I might be talking about some clean products. I'm probably going to show some bars and things like that. Things like that that I'm shipping, okay, are usually stuff from my personal Scentsy super secret stash. Hey, Sharon. And so those are the things, like, I don't, like, it may be a bar, but it only has like 3 cubes or 4 cubes in it, right? So like I'm sending it, I don't expect it back. Normally the only things that I will ask a host to send back to me is if I'm sending like a whole set of testers. If I'm just sending like 10 testers, I've been doing this long enough. I have plenty of testers. I can fill in the blanks, right? So I don't mind if 10 testers don't make their way back to me. But if I'm sending like a whole set of testers, maybe this is a brand new host and she's going to do a whole big party, then what I would do is I send like a empty priority mail envelope in with the bag party. And then I just, when I'm talking to my host, just tell them, you know, hey, when we're done, I'm going to PayPal you $7.25, which is usually the shipping on those, for you to just stick those in that envelope and put it in the post office for me. And then that way postage is taken care of. They don't have to tell me, oh, I can't afford to send it back, anything like that, right? It's coming back. It's coming back to me. So that's kind of how I do mailing things. So let's jump in and talk about bag parties. Is there anything else I want to yeah. Because bag parties for me are truly like the way to party. Hey, Chelsea. I love doing them because they're super easy, quick, and fun. Okay. And even for my people who are local to me that usually buy Scentsy from me, a lot of them, they don't either A, want to do like a full home party, or B, don't have the time, or C, it's usually the, I don't know if I can actually get people to come. No problem. Just carry this around for a week, maybe 2, depending on, you know, what the circumstances are. And that's how I send them out to local people too. So again, it's getting rid of that whole concept of, in order to do this business and have parties, you have to have like a traditional party. I love traditional parties, don't get me wrong. I love them with all of my heart, but I just don't have the opportunity to do a lot of them. So this is usually my default. All right, so let's jump in. Which one should I start with? Okay, I'm gonna start with this one because this is like traditional bag party. This is one of my all-in-one party totes, and they do still have the all black in the Scentsy Success store, but they also have these really cool new printed ones. So they've got pretty prints on them. This is what the all-in-one party tote looks like when it comes, right? It's literally just the tote bag if you're ordering these from Scentsy Success. When I attended, was it Fan the Reunion or World Tour? I originally got this one or the other one that I have. And I like instantly fell in love with it. I was like, OMG, I must have more of these because this is fantastic. Hey, Brianna. So the all-in-one party tote truly is an all-in-one party tote. So let's break it down. This is what it looks like when you fill it up with stuff. This is normally what I would probably give. See if I can back up a little bit. Make it a little bit easier to see. This is what I would normally give somebody who was doing like a full-on, I feel like I'm like scrunching now, a full-on bag party for me, right? Or a party. This thing's really cool because, like I said, it like completely unfolds like an octopus in here. All right, so these things, I'm trying not to make sure I knock everything out. Okay, these things all flip out. These 3 flippy thingies. Okay, flippy thingies. That is the official term, flippy thingies. Okay, so what I do, this is what mine look like. Product list, a pen. Over here, I've got some join brochures. I always like to throw in a scent circle just because. I've got order forms up here. I've got 2, maybe 3 catalogs that are usually in here. And then I like to, because there's a little bit deeper pocket in here, is I like to put in some of the travel items. So you can see I've got a room spray, I've got a travel tin, and I always like to include a bar because that's the majority of what people are looking for is wax. So I want to make sure they know, if they don't already, they know what a bar actually looks like. That's that one side. All of that fit in one side of this party tote, okay? The other side over here, I'm running low on samples, but I like to throw in samples of the lotion or whatever I happen to have. This is hand cream. I've got hand cream samples. And of course my business cards are there. And then in the middle here, you can see is a zippered pocket. And this is not a full set of testers. What this is this is the transition set of testers. So this is all the spring, summer scents. That's what comes in the transition set. And you can see how well it fits in there. But if you're, again, running low on testers and you're like, I don't want to send my whole set or whatever, then by all means, you don't have to. There's no rules, okay? No rules. And then, as you can see, it just literally zips right back up. That's why I said I love these all-in-one party totes. That's it. That's everything they need for a party, right? They can carry this around, collect orders, and all they have to do is just bring it on back to me. Again, normally I don't mail these in particular. For one, because the bags are a little bit more expensive. And for 2, the whole point is to keep it like this. And I mean, I probably could fit it in a priority mail shipper, but I got a lot of stuff in here, right? So I would want the majority of this stuff probably back, so to speak, if it didn't get used. So especially since I'm sending a whole, even though it's a transition set, that's still a whole set of testers. So this is something, again, I use this a lot when I worked in the office. I carried this in my day bag all the time. So whenever somebody sat by my desk or asked me, or we had a conversation, or I was running errands after work, and it came up, or I ran into somebody, and I would just literally in a very nice way, would just be like, hey, by the way, here, I've got a party. Do you just want to carry it around for like a week and see what happens? 9 times out of 10, what do they say? Sure, I can do that, right? And even if they didn't come back with a whole party, it was still orders I was collecting, and it was still new people that I didn't run into or talk to or have a conversation with that was seeing Scentsy and getting into my customer base. So see how that kind of works? But I mean, again, if you're having real conversations other than my here, do you want to carry this? Having those real conversations is obviously a lot better, but this works perfectly for those situations. So there's that. Let's move on to this one. All right. You have a tote bag out right now. Perfect, Brianna. I'm telling you, I love my totes. I like to keep them circulating. I call my tote parties, bag parties, whatever you want to name these things. Parties in a bag, parties to go, whatever. These are my employees, right? These are the guys out there in the field doing the work for me. They are sharing Scentsy. They're letting people smell them, looking through books, things like that. These are my employees. So I take great pride in my employees. I love them. All right, so here's, this is one that I originally put together. It was actually before this month, but it just so worked out perfectly that it's my Scentsy Go bag. I like these little caddies. I have a handful of them from a lovely 31 consultant that I know. I love being able to, you guys know, network with other direct sellers. I can buy a couple of their products that work for me in my business. They can buy some products from my business, right? So it's perfect having those network connections. Here is, I think this is called the Little Caddy. I think they're like $8. I mean, they're fairly inexpensive and really cheap. I hate the word cheap. Sorry, inexpensive. And then you flip them into consultants. Yes, that's right. I love it because they see literally how easy is this, right? How easy is this for us to have parties? Again, it's not the traditional, I need you to schedule 2 hours out of your Saturday and get the kids either taken care of or with a babysitter or with dad and clean the house and serve refreshments and drinks and invite like 6 people. I'm tired just thinking about it. And so our hosts are the same way, right? I'd much rather carry this bag than do all that. I'm going to be real, right? Most of us would. So this is what I was using. And again, I just kind of morph it as we go every month. And I refresh them every month. But this just worked out perfectly because it's my Scentsy Go bag. So in this one, let me move this handle down here. That's easier. All right. I like these little handles. All right. So in the back, this has like a little pocket. So again, business cards. Look, guys, these are my host and join packets. We talked about these last week, right? So these things go and are applicable everywhere, okay? So again, those are things that I want to be passed out, given away, whatever. I don't care if they don't come back. I hope they don't come back because I want them to find homes. So I like to put a small handful of those in there. Here's something different that I didn't have in the Party on the Go, which is our showcase brochures. You guys know when it comes to catalogs, I'm pretty skimpy. I always will give at least 2 to a host, especially a bag party. But otherwise, like you saw in the all-in-one party tote, I have a lot of product lists in there. Like 2 catalogs, but more product lists, right? Because product lists are less expensive and easier on my business budget. Same way with the showcase brochures. And I like them because they're big and they really kind of grab attention. Even though the catalogs, people usually grab the catalogs, the showcase brochures are awesome because they're big. They are a couple pages, but they show again all the warmers, okay, great detail. They have a really great page dedicated just to the oils and all the scents. So I love that. So if they want to get really into it. And then on the back, my absolute very favorite part of a showcase brochure is the fragrance grid. And this is just like the one in our catalog, but as you can see, it's nice and big and bold and beautiful. I like this. I also like, and I haven't done it yet, I need to run up to the UPS store, but I like to go up and take one of these and actually just like tear it apart, kind of, really. But I like to just cut off the back page, take this page up to the UPS and laminate that page. And then I can kind of use that either in other bag parties or just whatever, right? And laminating this grid is really great to kind of have at my desk. My one from fall and winter is downstairs, but like I said, I still haven't done it for spring and summer. I need to get up there and do that. And it only costs like $1 to something like that to do just one page. Depending on how many you want to do. I usually just keep a master copy for myself. All right, so in here, we're gonna go about the same lines with everything, right? So this one, you can see it just has one catalog. Some scent and warmer of the month flyers, order forms are back there. The paper products you might be noticing missing are the host and join brochures because they're back here. They're back there already. Like I said, this is my Scentsy Go bag. So I put a Scentsy Go in here. The whole point is to get them to use the Scentsy Go. And like this one has 2 different pods. These are again from my super secret Scentsy stash. So if they happen to get lost, okay, it gets lost. It's an accident. Accidents happen. I get that. But I always ask that they return them to me because I just let them know, hey, these are my personal ones and let you try them, right? Feel free to use them in the Go as much as you'd like. Just return them when you're done. But I usually throw in at least 2 different scents so they can pick, choose, kind of get an idea, right? In this one, I also have a body cream of pineapple coconut vanilla. This is one of my best sellers in the body line. I love that scent, and I think a lot of people do. And then, if I can reach it out of here, like I said, I always carry a bar. And right now, you guys know prickly pear and agave is my favorite scent. So I'm trying to share my Scentsy love with everybody else. So this bag party, again, a little bit different, but it still has the same main components, right? It has product lists, or in this case, showcase brochures. It has a catalog, it has order forms, it has flyers, it has some samples. Again, this is my personal Scentsy, I was gonna say hand cream, but this is the body cream. This is my own personal one, so by all means, I tell them, please use this, try it out, have fun, pass it around, right? Same thing with the Scentsy Go. Please, by all means, turn it on, pass it around. Oh, where's my my charging cable's out because I charged it the other day, but I always put the charging cable in there too. But this month it's perfect because now, like Brianna said, you can flip them, right? They're really loving the Scentsy Go. Hey, this month we're running a join special. When you join, you get a Scentsy Go and a whole pack of pods for no extra charge. This is $60 worth of product that they're getting for no additional money just for joining. Awesome. So hopefully they fall in love with the Go just as much as we do, right? Because the Go is awesome. I use it all the time. So again, just another little bag. And these are really great to mail. And I don't want to take it all apart right now, but they're really great to mail because the only part of this little caddy that you have to worry about is the top. There's a wire that keeps it standing up and straight and in a square. But other than that, it like folds flat. So I will put all of this into a priority mail envelope, ship it out. Again, if I'm sending a Go, in this case, I would ask for them to send that one back. I don't know if I've actually mailed a Go before, but I would definitely ask for that back, right? Because I want that back. But the whole point is to get them to try it. So you could always exclude the Go, put some other products in, again, from your own personal stash that you don't mind if they don't return, or if you do really need them back, ask for them back. You might notice also that one thing that is missing from this bag is I don't have any testers in here. And that may seem really, really, absolutely, insanely crazy. And maybe it is. But depending on my host, again, this one I'm focusing really on the Go. I really want them to check out the Go and then look at the other products. So this is probably usually going to somebody who is somewhat familiar with Scentsy, okay? I may add a handful of like maybe 10 testers in here, so that way they've got some sense to smell. But guys, let me give you one hey Jolene, I noticed Jolene popped on. Give you one very important thing to remember in all of this, because I know when I first started and people were telling me, oh, you can mail a party and mail your testers. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm spending money on these business supplies, right? What if they don't come back? That was always my biggest fear. What if it doesn't come back? All right, well, I got over that fear because, again, as you go along and as we, keep going through our business, trust me, I got a whole big old thing of tester sensors. But, and I know that I can reorder them anytime if I need to, which is another reason I don't normally mail out a full set. Normally, it's about 10, 15 tops that I'm mailing out. If those get lost or don't come back, I'm a little disappointed, but not heartbroken, and my bank isn't broken either. But please remember, and this is really important to remember, that yes, you want them to smell the product. Again, you see that I've included scents so they can smell products. But people buy online from us every single day without having testers in front of them, right? They do. So it just goes to show that, yeah, it's great to add in those testers so they can smell things, but is it required? My online people who shop with me, I don't mail them testers before they shop. They just order. So keep that in mind, okay? So just kind of put it a little bit in perspective. Don't be a basket bandit. That's a really great, and Brenda, that's a really great thing, the basket bandit. It kind of looks like a low contract. Please return me at the end, whatever. Some people will actually get like, hey, let me put your credit card on file. So if I personally was shipping something like a Go, that is the $50 product, right? That's $50 worth of product right there that I'm sending out and hoping it would get back. I would probably maybe do that then. And normally a host who is being, I like to not think of people always like they're going to try and screw me over. So I like to be more optimistic and thinking that's not what their intent is. If that's really their intent is to steal my Go, that happens. Now, if it accidentally breaks, that's a whole different concept, right? If it gets dropped or stolen or whatever. Okay, so that's different. But some people they'll say, hey, would you mind? I'll just keep your credit card on file. I'm not going to charge you. But if for some reason this gets broken, or what have you, we can take care of it then. And 9 times out of 10, like I said, the hosts, I personally haven't done that, but the people that I know who do use those, they usually don't have an issue with that. And if somebody's really throwing you a big issue about it, then maybe they shouldn't host a bag party. Maybe they should just come to your house, right? So it can happen. I'll say, I think over the years, I've probably lost maybe 2 sets of testers. I really have. I really haven't had too horrible of bad luck. And like I said, a new catalog rolls around. I'm usually buying another transition set of testers anyway. It all kind of gets incorporated. So, all right. So we've looked at 2 different types of bag parties so far. We've looked at the all-in-one party tote, right? So that's like the full-on bag party. We've seen a little bit different version with the Go, a little bit more travel-y, right? Now, I did this one up at the beginning of the month, and I actually just got it back. I think it was the middle of last week. And so I just refreshed it. This is my spring cleaning tote, and I like it. And I think I'm going to be using it more for just spring. Again, this is just a bag I got from 31. I honestly cannot recall what it is called, but I can always look it up for you if you are really wanting this bag. But anything works. Remember, anything works. So this is my spring cleaning bag. In here, I have, and again, these are my personal Jacqui's super secret stash, or actually these are the ones in use. Like there's about 1/4 of a bottle. So there's counter clean. I think this is, yep, bathroom cleaner. I've got a little bit more in that. That one's a little newer. About 1/2 a bottle left of my all-purpose cleaner. I love this stuff. Love it. So that's in there. All right, that's that side. Then I also, I buy like those Lieberman? These are like the reusable cleaning cloths that you can get at the grocery store or wherever it is, at Walmart, Target, whatever. So I throw a cleaning cloth in there. I mean, I buy them for house anyway, so I usually get like the 4 packs or something, and I always keep one in the bag. Some pens, business cards. This is hand cream and Amazon Rain over there, because the whole point is, hey, when you're cleaning, when you're done, use this. All right, again, all from my stuff. This is my stuff. I want them to try it. I hope that they don't use it all. Again, I like to try not to think the worst in everybody at the beginning, and have a little bit of faith in my host that they're not going to just, be very rude and use everything, but hopefully send it back. In the front, maybe I should bend this down a little. In the front down here, I've got, this one isn't opened yet, but it's, I probably could open it, probably to use, or just send it as is. But this is the hand soap in the aloe water and cucumber. I've got a shower, or a body, I keep wanting to say shower gel, body wash, pineapple, coconut, vanilla. Told you, it's my favorite selling products. I don't have a scent circle in this one. This one has a car bar. So a car bar. This one again, because this is my spring cleaning basket. I'm probably speaking to moms when I'm giving them this basket. The whole point is for them to try the actual products. And then again, when you're done, wash your hands, use the lotion, and then relax with a bath bomb, right? Or maybe I've got a little bit, which I do, the one that I actually sent out. You guys know I love the Scentsy soaks. I love them. Madison, who is 9, she absolutely loves the Scentsy soaks. Loves them. So I always have them on hand. And so when I get low in a bag, this one actually had like a little bit left in the bag. So I trying to make sure they had all the ingredients. I just kept it in the bag, rolled it up, and stuck it in there. I said, just use that in the next bath or for the kids, whatever, right? So if you didn't have a bath bomb or something like that, you could always do that. Again, the whole point is getting them to try the products. As always, a bar. Jacqui. I don't know why I wrapped that one, but I did. Okay, and then all of our paper products. So again, showcase brochures, catalogs, order forms, host and join. I don't know why I don't have any. I forgot to put some monthly special flyers in here. Oh well. But you get the gist. So this one, again, this is more of a cleaning bag. So more of the spring cleaning line. And the whole point is getting them to actually use and try the products and see if they are going to love them as much as I do, because I love these products. I use these products. Again, those are my products. I use these almost every single day in my house. So I believe in them. I'm sharing what I believe in. And my last host, actually, when she returned it to me, she was like, oh my gosh, Jacqui, now I see why you talk about this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, because I love it, because of the simple fact of when I'm cleaning, I don't like my house to smell like bleach when I'm done. I want a clean house, but I don't want it to smell like that medicinal bleachy scent, if that makes sense. So these are great because when you're cleaning with these, if you guys haven't used them yet, they don't have that bleachy scent. They have the scent of whatever it is, especially the all-purpose cleaner. Oh, gosh, I absolutely love this. This is diluted by, or this is not diluted. You need to dilute it before you use it. It even shows it on the front there. Some people, I've seen people go to the dollar store, wherever, and get empty spray bottles, and then include an empty spray bottle so they can dilute one themselves and use it in a spray form, like you would like your traditional all-purpose cleaner in the kitchen. But the Blue Grotto, oh my gosh, I stinking love that stuff. I don't know why I say stinking, but I love this stuff. And yeah, Jolene, I mean, honestly, I don't use those other products that I used to use all the time. I clean my floors with this. I cleaned my bathroom floors last weekend with this, diluted, of course. I will also tell you that my little miss had an accident. She got sick on her carpet in her bedroom, and I was in a panic of like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna get this out of my carpet, right? We've all been there. We've all seen those. So I cleaned up what I could, and then what I actually used, because I have a darker colored carpet, and I was worried that the traditional stuff that I have in there was going to bleach out the color of my carpet. So I was very concerned. I actually diluted this in a big bowl with my sponge. So after I cleaned up the yuck, I scrubbed it with this. And again, the room didn't smell like bleach. It didn't smell like cleaner. Okay, it didn't smell like the yuck either. But it got everything out of the carpet, and my carpet wasn't ruined. You can't even, like, my husband wasn't awake for it when it happened. It's like the next day he walked in, he was like, where did it happen? Score! I cleaned it so well, he had no idea where it even happened in the room, right? Total mom win in that moment. If it wasn't so disgusting, I probably would have done a video, but it was disgusting. But my whole point being is, yes, these things work, and they work awesome. And that is the point of what I want people to do. I want them to use them. That's why I'm giving them my own products to use, okay? If I wanted to just give them unopened bottles, I could do that, but I'm basically doing that by just giving them a catalog, right? Same thing with online, okay? They don't need to use it, but once they use it, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it as much, hopefully as much as I do, or pretty close to what I do, or enough to say, hey, I'm gonna give that a try and start using it at home. So that's the point of that basket. So 3 different baskets, right? Like I said at the beginning, I don't want you guys to think that this is the only way that you can only hand these out personally. This is the only way they go out. No. Again, this basket folds up flat too, right? If I take everything out of it, it folds up perfectly flat. If I wanted to send all this stuff, which this might be a bigger cost in shipping, but if I wanted to, I could, but I could do this and send it out that way. But again, normally I probably wouldn't include the bottles. I would maybe still include like some hand cream that I have left over, maybe a bath bomb, or maybe those Scentsy soaks, like I said, that I had left over at the bottom of the bag. Doesn't have to be the full bag, right? The whole point is getting them to try it. So whatever you happen to have on hand, you have a little bit on hand, whatever. I've also seen, and I know Vicky, who is in our group, in California, she doesn't have a tub. And I remember when the bath bombs first came out, she was like, oh, I want to try one so bad, but I don't have a tub. I don't take baths. Okay, guys, the last time I took a bath was when I went to director boot camp. Okay, I have a bathtub at home. I don't take baths at home. Okay, who's got time for that? I don't have time for that. And my bathtub isn't big enough for me to really enjoy it. Let's be real. And Vicky was like, what am I going to do? I want to try this stuff, but I don't have a bath. So she went and got, or she had, like one of those little foot spas, right? And she actually took out the bath bomb and like chunked it up and took pieces of it and dropped it in there. It does the same thing. So if you wanted to divvy one bath bomb up into 5 different people and say, hey, give this a try, drop a little chunk of this if you've got a foot spa, or drop a little chunk in your bath, that's what they take, or even in the shower. Trust me, guys, even in the shower, I've done that too. It was actually by accident because little miss thought she was taking a bath and really it was a shower. Whole nother mom story there, but she threw it in and I was like, whoa, we're taking a shower. But trust me, you still get the full scent effect. These things smell like you wouldn't believe. You put this in the bathroom, my whole house smells like bath bomb, whatever scent it is, especially sun-kissed citrus. It's awesome. Okay, so that's kind of my point there. We want them to try it, right? So hopefully you guys have some of your own stuff on hand that you can do stuff like this. If you're mailing it, Find ways to put it in an envelope and get it out the door. If you're handing it out to people that you know around town, other moms, whatever. Like I said, the all-in-one party tote is usually the one that kind of travels with me. And when I was working outside of the home, yeah, it went with me every day on my day bag. So if I had somebody interested, here, I didn't have to go, oh, hey, tomorrow I'll remember to bring that in, and then accidentally forget it because mom brain. It happens. It's real. It's a true diagnosis. And so it made it a lot easier just to have it on hand and ready to go. The whole point is we don't have to do traditional parties, guys. And this is just examples of what I do. There are hundreds of more examples on the other pages and Scented Bliss and our team page, on YouTube, all these different places, right? People are getting creative, so much more creative than I ever could all day long. Sun-Kissed Citrus, yeah, oh my gosh, I love it. It's an amazing scent, and it's really amazing. It's one of those very strong scents, so especially if I'm warming it in bar form in the house, whole house smells like Sun-Kissed Citrus. It is probably one of my most bought scents. In the body line, in the wax line, everything, right? It kind of goes across the board. So very cool in that respect.
Scentsy. Your mold.
Thank you. All right, so Jacqui's got mail. All right, so I'm gonna open those. I have no idea what this is. Let's open it together, friends. I have no idea what this is. It's from Scentsy. Oh! It's the uniforms. I didn't realize that they were shipping it in that kind of a package. Okay, well, there you go. Unboxing that. All right, so anyway, I hope that inspires you. Keep thinking of new ideas. As I find new ideas, I will definitely share them in the group. But get creative, find ways, get these parties out. Again, these are my employees. Here's 3 employees sitting right here in my house that should not be sitting in my house, right? They should be out and working for me outside of the house. If you've got a husband that works, send one with him. You can do that too. So fun things, fun ways to do it. Think out of the box, so to speak, of different ways that you can put together a fun bag. If you're having that conversation, like I said, with a mom who's just like, I've had the week from, it's been awful. Maybe send her a bath bomb in the mail. Hey, thinking of you. Enjoy a weekend, right? That's really nice, right? So think of ways that you can serve your customers. Think of ways that, again, that I can help moms get away from all the yucky cleaning products and find better ways to clean the house. It's more enjoyable for those of us who have to clean it, right? Let's make it at least somewhat fun. So, bag parties. If you have questions, holler at me. Let me know. Like I said, bag parties are my favorite way to party. And pretty much all boils down to one of the main ways that I party. To be completely honest, like I said, I'd love to do more home parties. I just don't do them. I don't do a lot of events. I don't do a lot of fundraisers. This is how I party, and then the rest of it is online. So just keep that in mind. So don't let fear get in your way. Get over that. Seriously, get over it. Trust me, you will wake up again tomorrow. If somebody asks, or if you ask somebody to carry this bag and they say no, you will still wake up tomorrow. I promise. You won't die from it. You will get through it, and you can do it. Even if they say no, even if they run away screaming, that's fine. You will still wake up tomorrow. You can do this. So get some employees working for you. And next week, we are going to be breaking down our end of the month basics. So hopefully this will help you guys as you guys are becoming leaders and building your teams and building your businesses. What are some things that you need to look at the end of the month to either reconcile, or things that you can, because what I like to do is I like to look at my month and go, okay, here was my month. How can I do a little bit better next month? What can I take away from this month that worked and improve on that, or what totally bombed and I'm like, not doing that one this month, right? So we're gonna be breaking that down next week. So join us next week, same time, same bat channel. I will be here. And if you guys need anything at all, I'm here as well. Bye.